Hey y'all, hey.
Hey!
Thank you for stopping by my channel, the Cheating Vegan Scarecrow. I'm gonna head over to another company that we patronize quite often. It's Affordable Medical Supplies. I think that's the name. Affordable Medical. Anyway, this is where I always go to rent my scooters whenever I'm going on a cruise. I'm gonna take you with me because I'm considering purchasing something, because I'm planning on doing a lot more traveling, and I'm gonna weigh the costs on renting and purchasing a scooter, and I'll see what they have. I'm gonna ask them some questions. If you've ever purchased something, or tell me what type of scooter you have and why do you love it, because I don't know what I'm gonna do yet, because I'll really only use a scooter on a cruise ship. But if I have to walk long distances, I'm gonna need something that's gonna assist me with that, because I can't do long distances and I can't tolerate heat. As I've said before in other videos, my legs get weak and I can't do it. Yeah. So I'm gonna go talk to them and see what they say, and if you have any questions concerning purchasing a scooter, or maybe you'll tell me which kind you got and why you like it, and maybe that'll influence me, because I'm not buying anything today. I'm just window shopping.
Research.
Yes, because I've used the same type every time we go on a cruise, and I don't know if that's the only one they have, especially for
when we have to carry it.
Well, yeah, on the airplane. And I know they have different ones that are suited for different weights and heights and things like that. So I think they have some for people that weigh more.
They do.
And they have to, like on cruise ships, they have to fit down the hallway, through the doors. And we need to know how portable it is, because in the past we've driven with the scooter in the back. It was able to break down easily, and we've did in the car, and we've flown with the one before too. So that was renting, because I've used Scootaround as well. And with Scootaround is a service that will have your scooter delivered to either your cruise cabin, or it will even deliver to your hotel that you're staying in. So I've had that, because that was easier for me when we went on Virgin, Calvin. Scootaround delivered the scooter to the hotel, so when I went to the cruise port, I didn't have to walk and have to stand up for a long period of time, which I wasn't going to be able to do.
That would have been a mess.
They would have had to give me a wheelchair and all that. So that's a great thing about Scootaround. I don't know if y'all ever used Scootaround before, but I did realize with Scootaround that their price was more than Affordable Medical. So that's why the last time we cruised, I went with them. Affordable Medical, because I was trying to save some coins, y'all. It's bad enough when you're already on the cruise and you're gonna spend all your money on cruise, and then you got to have all these different things. But if you get any value out of this video, please consider subscribing to this channel and hit the like button and that little bell. It gives you notifications of whenever I upload something new to YouTube, and I hope that you are getting some value out of this channel, because that's the whole purpose of me having this Cheating Vegan Scarecrow. Well, it's not the whole reason, but that's one of the reasons, because whatever I go through, if you can get any value from it, like I say, it makes it all worth it, because not only do I want to leave something for my children, let them see mama when she was still, getting it. I want to help you through what's going on with me. So hit that bell, hit that like button. All right, we are making it through downtown Columbia and take a look at our state house. Now we're heading to Affordable Medical. But we thought we'd take you through downtown Columbia so you can get a little taste of South Carolina, Columbia, South Carolina. Affordable medical equipment. We've made it here, and now we're going to go inside to see if we get some information on purchasing a scooter. But I'm here today to decide whether I want to purchase a scooter or do I want to keep renting. What are the pros and cons for them? Like, do I want to keep renting? Because if I'm starting to travel more, cruise ships are my thing.
And they're expensive to rent. There's some benefits on renting at a cruise ship place. And renting from us too, but we're not.
Well, I've rented from here several times.
Right.
And I've used Scoot Around, and I was saying earlier on my video that Scoot Around is more expensive.
Oh yeah.
Than y'all are.
Well, you know how Scoot Around works, and nothing to get Scoot Around. Scoot Around's a big company. And they're going to be probably a better company for someone that's sometimes, not everyone has a good local dealer that you do. We take a lot of pride in what we do for people. I'm telling you, I talk to people all over the country. Some of these dealers are terrible. We actually had a person travel here from Vermont.
Wow.
On one of my videos on my carry-on, I said, I actually promote local dealers, even my competition. I don't care. I'm not scared of doing it. I say, if you have a good local dealer, go into them. Well, my customer's been watching on my YouTube channel for a year and a half, and him and his wife watched a bakery place in Georgia and a chicken coop place in North Carolina, and he went into the local dealer for the GB to go look at the GB120 and called. They didn't have it. So if we get it, you have to buy it. He goes, you know what? Screw it. We're going to go to South Carolina. We're going to go visit Chris. We're going to go to the chicken coop. We're going to go to the bakery. And he came down here and he bought his GB120. And I did a video and I said, I told him, I said, did you go into it? And he told me. But there are really good dealers out there. So if you're looking to rent something, and she can tell you, listen to her, because she's traveled more than I have with a mobility scooter. I've traveled a lot. But listen to her. There's some benefits with using Scoot Around is they are a big company and they have a big network.
They do.
But they basically will call me and say, do you have this scooter to rent?
Oh, really?
And what's the price? And what's the delivery and the pickup fee? And we give them the price that we would give to you to them, right?
Okay.
And so the problem is we're very affordable with our rental prices, but there might be a company in Orlando that might be $200 a week or $65 a day. And so then they have to go off of that. You know what I mean? So that's why it's going to be all over the place.
Right.
But there's a lot. Scoot Around does a good job. Renting or buying, it's really up to you. I say, if you're a 1-time, 2-time a year user and you're just using it for travel, renting could probably be better because you got to maintain the batteries.
Right.
You can spend more money if you buy this and put it in the closet and pull it out in the closet when you're ready to go because you haven't done anything to it. Then you got to buy a new battery before you leave. So if you buying something, make sure you maintain the battery. That's the most important part about this stuff. The stuff can last a long time if you take care of it. And I would always suggest is to get it out a week or two before your trip if you do buy something. To make sure it's working properly, take it outside for a little run, make sure the battery's holding the charge, stuff like that. All batteries now are different. It used to be deep cycle batteries. Now we have lithium batteries. And then the problem with the lithium batteries, they have to be under 300 watt hours for TSA approval. Well, what you lose there is distance. So like, let's say that you're buying this and you need it to be more around town or use it a lot more. You want more battery life.
Yeah.
But then you want to travel.
About excursions, like if I'm going on the cruise ship is fine. However, if I get off the cruise ship and I need to go on terrains and things like that, and we're going to be there all day, would this be able to handle that?
This one? I love this.
Just this.
Well, no, that's good. This one is awesome. This is the Jazzy Ultralight. They sell it. You can buy it with a TSA approved battery up to 8 miles. And every time with battery range, it goes off of terrain, speed, climate, and person's weight. So anytime something's advertised as say 10 miles, there's variables in there that's going to reduce that mileage. You're not going to get a full 10 miles. And then this one they offer it with a long range battery of 16 miles. It's not TSA. Now they might not know. But definitely get the TSA if you're flying. Cool part about this chair is that you can buy 2 TSA batteries, and you can have double the distance.
Right.
You being local, it's up to you how you want to do it. You can buy the long range if you can use it more, and then when you travel, you can rent a TSA battery from us for your trip.
I'm thinking about something like this. Maybe I think about the future. However, because I do have something that is progressive,
right?
A lot of kind of illness, and so I think this will benefit me as it does progress. However, I do like the scooters where I can carry something with me, because I know the scooters that I've had in the past, like that over there, I like the little basket that you can put on it. I've put things in the middle right there on the floor.
Okay.
I can put a bag like
Is that the one
a beach
rented?
bag.
That one that folds down?
Is that the one? It did fold down.
So sometimes I don't rent the cruise, but I do rent it to some people for cruise ships. No, I rent a lot of the GD120s.
It maybe was
It's that
that
nut
one,
in the
yeah.
window.
Okay, that's one of my babies.
Yeah.
That's the one in the window.
Well, you know the differences between a power chair and a scooter? Okay. So a lot of people don't know the differences. This is a power chair.
Okay.
A scooter is what you mostly see in the grocery store where you have your hands out.
Mm-hmm.
The benefit of the power chair is if inside it turns maneuvers.
Okay.
The scooters usually don't turn as sharp. The cool part about the carry-on scooter is leverage loading. You never have to pick the whole thing up. But I will say, this chair right here, fold-down chair, is one of my favorite fold-down chairs I've ever seen, especially when it comes to lightweight. This thing is lightweight. It's awesome. If you've never bought a power chair before, you're not going to know, you're not going to see what I'm talking about. I'll explain it to you, but this thing is actually extremely powerful. It goes up hills, it goes through grass.
That's what I'm worried about. Sand. If we're going to the beach, things like that, that's hard. Yeah, because I thought about when we went on Virgin and we went to Bimini, and they did have a sidewall that would be good for the scooter, and it didn't hurt. However, you're trying to go down on the beach, I wouldn't even try that. But
Problem with the beach, sugar sand is there's things that some resorts you go to have the big beach types, right? Hard surface compact, you can get down there, you should be alright to ride on it, you know what I mean? A lot of places are starting to put little ramp access handicap, so if you are going some places, that would be my research, is there anything that can do it? He could probably carry this down to the hard surface.
Well, the great thing about it is I can still walk. So if I need to, and I do have a stick that I use, so that helps. But when it comes to distance, I'm going to need something.
This has the distance, but if you're flying, you need to I would say buy 2 TSA batteries. So you have, they're very lightweight, and you have double them. distance.
Well, you know, when we flew to Florida, we had to, for that scooter over there, we had
Yeah,
to.
for the flight.
And that has changed on that one. Is now we have a long range TSA up to 14.2 miles, which is amazing.
It never was a problem. Never.
This thing's awesome though. I'm not gonna lie. It maneuvers. It handles very well. It's got the suspension stuff at the front. I mean, nothing's perfect. Nothing's perfect. You know, it's just like, I hate to say this, but it's like buying shoes. You know, you got work boots, you got dress shoes, you got running shoes. You ain't gonna put your boots on and go running 2 miles. You know what I mean? Or you know what I mean. So this cushion's nice. Make sure you take the cushion out before you fold it up. Again, another way I was telling you, which I think could be a great benefit to a lot of people, is they can use this as a walker. And there's actually a power chair I'm looking at that's designed with handlebars back here that's power walk, which I'm thinking about bringing it in. But watch how it folds up. Little step with your foot or your hand.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Clicks.
Awesome.
And it still stands up. Where the Jazzy Carbon, it unfolds and it doesn't stand up unless you put the anti-tippers in, and then for the fold up, you gotta pull or when you ride, you gotta pull the anti-tippers out. So this is already designed to do it.
What's the weight limit on this?
The weight limit's 300 pounds.
Okay. As my brother, he's mobility challenged as well, and he's a big guy. Oh gosh, he's just really tall too. He's like my husband's height, and you think he weighs about 350?
Something like that.
If he's up there, this travel bug you see too is the one to go. That it's going to be heavy.
Do you rent this?
I don't rent this one yet. I rent the Carbon.
Okay, so you do have power chairs that you do rent.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have them there. I'll see what we have. But yes, we do.
Because we have an upcoming trip, and he's gonna need something as well, and he's probably gonna want to rent.
Oh, him? Yeah, I got our City 2, that heavy duty power chair that folds up, the one that we have in our rental fleet. Some guy took off with it. So we're right now we don't have one to put in there until we get it back. We're debating on what we're gonna do. But yeah, we got screws on that. So hopefully we find him.
I hope so. That's unfortunate.
Yeah. But this is the battery. You can come out and you can charge it through here. So it's nice if you wanted to leave this in your car, you can carry this inside if you need to. You can also charge it through here. It's 33 pounds. This unit's 33 pounds. So it's pretty light for some people. You can also roll it.
Put that on here. I mean, I try to walk as much as possible. But like I said, when it comes to distance, I need something to assist. Disembarkation, that's an issue. Because I can stand in long lines.
And your name is
very comfortable.
Okay.
But you can't beat the carry-on. Carry-on's nice. This is just to be a little bit better if you had to use it inside, get on and off elevators. It's very light. Very nice. Pretty strong.
A lot of people don't want to give you the leeway you need to get on elevators and things like that. Yeah. Some people, they'll hold it, and I can't tell you how long we've had to sit and wait.
This would probably be the easiest chair to fly with. Probably the easiest thing to fly with. One reason is it's very lightweight. Second is a lot of these fold-up chairs have the same release at the motors. So a lot of these guys that are handling this stuff in the airplanes know. I always tell people to leave it unfolded when you're flying. Even the scooters, leave it unfolded. Another thing, I mean, we got the Will RI over here. This was developed for someone, nothing was out there that can hold 350 pounds that folds. This little water seat. These wheels get in the way if you hit the curb wrong. So you do have to watch where you're driving, but this thing is a great cruising scooter for cruises. Pluses and minuses again with everything. Folds down. The RI pretty sweet.
Four wheel
The
is
batteries are
easier
there.
to be able to maneuver and make turns.
Yeah, but that's the one. When we rent from y'all, we always got that. But when we went to, yeah, it was that one. But when we went to the other place, the one behind you, it was.
Well, the ones we've written the most of is going to be that.
Yeah, I
GB.
think it
Yeah.
is. Yeah.
Sometimes we'll put that cruise in there. Depends
Yeah.
on if we need it. This is Will. This is a 3-wheel with dual technology, 2 motors at the back. They now have a 4-wheel version, IPX5 rated.
Now,
Spring
what's the
system.
difference between the 3-wheel and the 4-wheel?
3 and 4-wheel.
Well, I mean, one's not easier to maneuver or anything like that.
Well, 3-wheels are going to maneuver better. But you gotta, everyone's different. Like, for example, I don't know if you've ever heard of a lady named Tamara Lee Davis, I think. She's a comedian. She's about this tall. She's awesome. She loves a 3-wheel scooter.
Yeah.
And this is the one she has, and she freaking loves it. She's the smoothest scooter I've ever rode on. I thought she was going to say something bad about it. She's telling me, all the roads are bumpy here and this, my other scooter, blah, 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 blah. And then she goes, this thing is the smoothest scooter I've ever been on, because she has little voice messages.
Mm-hmm.
She likes a 3-wheel for her. But this one's different, right? So this is a disassembled mobility scooter. This is a very dependable mobility scooter. You would fly with it, probably leave it unfolded. The battery slides out, you take it in. It has a true TSA, a good battery in it.
Where's the battery?
I don't know why the battery's not. It's over there being charged.
Oh, no, I just wonder where it goes.
Back here, let me show you. Let me show you this unit. I'm not saying go with the 3-wheel.
Oh.
Oh, no. This is like your Tesla of scooters.
Oh.
Here's the batteries, lightweight.
Wow.
Now, Will's known for making power chairs. This is their first scooter they launched.
Look at the baskets. I like that. I feel like a basket.
So it comes with this basket. This is an accessory. So there's all cool accessories. Very simple unit. It's IPX5 rated, so don't take a hose and spray it on here, but water from each direction is not going to mess it up. It uses this Nitec motors, Tesla battery. That's where the battery's from a Tesla factory, and bearings are from that 4-wheel pack. That's what it told me. I like this. If you have it sit like this, you're gonna like that compared to a straight car. There's a lot of leg room.
Yeah, I probably would end up eating like that.
Yeah.
I just had a back surgery, and so hopefully I won't strain as much as I have in the past.
The purpose of the scooter, if a 3-wheel, is you always want to swivel the seat and get off of it. That's really important. You never want, on some scooters they're small, put your hand here, and then try to get off like this. So that's where, if you can't remember to swivel, then don't buy the 3-wheel. If you can get off of it like this, then you're fine. But if you have some problems standing up, if you're at the casino or whatever, come up here, right? But this has 2 motors back here, one on each side. So it also has sensors up here. This thing can do extreme sharp turn. Now they're 4-wheels just like this, but with 4 wheels, and it turns really sharp too. But it has a little more weight, and you're not going to get quite a turn sharp turn as this does.
Becky, you're okay?
I guess I'm hearing okay, but I'm just doing.
And so this is a very good unit. It's priced at $3,200 right now, but we have it a lot cheaper because now they're coming down in prices. We do have the 4-wheel too. That we let a guy take it to the Masters because he just bought the C2 from us. And I thought the C2 would be fine there, but he's like, so I let him take my runs out to the Masters. But these are, this is a pretty nice, very dependable. Oh yeah, She loved the light. The light's huge.
I like the
and
light,
No one
yeah.
thinks about the light being a big deal, but it is.
I like it, yeah.
We have a guy that works for us named Louis. He's 29 inches high, tall. He rides on a GP 130, and we went to Dallas for a trade show, and we stayed in the same room. And he had to go to the bathroom. You see the little lights going. You have all the lights on. Very impressive. Talking about someone with has dealt with all types of his whole life. He's 29 inches, very short arms. He has to modify everything. He built his own house.
Are you serious?
Incredible what this kid can do. He's 45, wasn't supposed to live past 5. He drives. He does everything. I think someone came after him for something about privilege. He's never been anywhere that has been accessible to him. Nowhere. His whole life. But he's lived his life to the fullest, man. He's had TV shows and this and that.
Awesome.
He's a really cool guy.
This one right here, does it come in different colors?
It comes in different colors here. So they have a white that I'm showing you right here. They have a blue. They have a bronze. One said they have a rose pink.
Red.
They have a red. I think they don't have a pink. I think they have red. But it's just this. So you can almost, if you want to get something really fancy and,
Hey,
you can
take me to and fro.
Well, I know, but people want that. Look at your phone and you say it gets you. The only way you talk to someone, you want to jazz it up, don't you? So people want the personality with this stuff, and there's really not a lot of different. Everything's red and blue, and a lot of stuff's made in China, and their colors are red and blue. We're starting to see. Well, what we did with the GB120 is we hydro dipped. We made them pink swirls, and I made USA American flag pattern, and I made them purple, I made them yellow, I made them green, I made them blue. I mean, all different types of things. Pretty much whatever color you want, we were doing it. It takes a lot of time. It would be hard to do this one, but I'm sure like a paint store can do something, or if you get really creative. I mean, this is.
I was just asking, some people have a preference, but we usually do either blue or red, whatever we're doing.
The blue looks really good. The red looks really good. I have to confirm that. I'm pretty sure. The 4-wheel's really nice too, and everything's sealed and really it's made really, really well. Like it's a whole different level of scooters. I love it. It should be a good cruise ship scooter too, I guess. And they obviously they shipped. They think it was going to be a good one. So I know there's a lot of changes with the cruise ship policies you got to be careful with.
Do you accept insurance? No.
So we don't accept insurance. We're a retail store, and it benefits a lot of people. I know it hurts a lot of people too because they want to use their insurance, but there's a lot of other companies we can refer you to for a power chair or a scooter. But the problem with it, they have Medicare. Usually all the insurance piggybacks Medicare. Medicare's rules and standards, and you can do your own research. If I'm telling you something wrong, I don't deal with Medicare, so I won't tell you something wrong. It's for inside the house only.
Oh, really?
It's a luxury, not me, they consider a luxury item to go to the stores, to go to the cruises, to go and do all these things.
You buy your own,
Well, if you want it, if you say you're using it inside the house, that's all you're using it for. Once you get it, do whatever you want. You gotta be really careful with some of these Medicare people because if they send an ATP out to you and they say they're going to get you a customized power wheelchair, they're going to give you a heavy $30,000-$40,000 power chair. You can't do anything with it.
Yeah.
When's your trip? When are you going?
Oh gosh, it's not till December.
What? Waiting that long for it?
Well, he and I probably aren't waiting that long, but this is a group cruise that I have coming up in December. We're doing it for Christmas. And so it's a lot of us going, and there's several that have mobility issues. So I want to let them know what's available to them. I know I will need something, and my brother will need something, but whoever else, because the group is not fully created yet. It's not written in stone who all's going, because I'm getting new ones daily. So
For your brother, scooter around might be the best way to go through because they have the bigger scooters down there and it's all transport down there. Sorry, down there. I mean, he could probably go with like one of our Vivos if he wanted to come from here. It would hold him.
okay.
You will probably be good for him because you gotta get to the airport and then, you know.
Yeah.
Well, we got a Carry On HD coming out in June, so we're gonna see how
by
it works.
December.
It says it can hold 400 pounds.
Really?
I don't want to put anyone 400 pounds on it.
No.
I want to be 350.
Well,
max.
he's not 400 pounds.
Okay.
And
But he
he's
might like
actually
it.
losing weight.
It might be the first 400 pound weight capacity fold down scooter on the market. It's pretty sweet.
Okay. Hey, Bob, this is Chris. What's your last name?
Carpenter.
Chris Carpenter. He's the one that you need to come see if you have issues and you're interested in getting a scooter or any type of durable medical equipment.
So mobility, or if you just want to talk about some different options, you can give me a call. I'll ask you what you need it for, ask you a bunch of questions. And the only reason why I do that is to figure out what's going to be best for you. I'll probably try to lead you into a local provider if you have a good one. If you don't, I can try to be your local provider. I do a lot of videos and, so give me a call. And you
can find them on YouTube.
You can find me on YouTube under Mobility Solutions, or you can call us at 803-926-2224.
Awesome.